Welcome to another Being Outdoor product pick. This time we're going to take a look at the 2016 Fanatic Lite Bib. Sitka Gear over the last few years has kind of revolutionized their brand by developing a whitetail lineup. So first they developed a pattern, which was the elevated forest, the first iteration of that pattern with a slight green color to it, and then last year they came out with elevated forest 2. With each iteration over the last few years that Sitka has come out with, they've added more and more pieces to their whitetail line, where their whitetail series has just about as many pieces as their open country lineup, or their big game series does. And so last year, with great success, they released the Fanatic Lite jacket. Now the Fanatic jacket has been a mainstay for the last few years, been one of the top selling jackets for Sitka, and in my opinion is one of the best bow hunting jackets for rut hunting on the market. But they came out with the Fanatic jacket last year. Great success, everybody loved it. And of course the question became, when is the Fanatic Lite Bibs going to come out to go with it? And so they have released those this year. I'm going to talk a little bit about those right now. Just start off about the general material. These bibs feature the same material that you saw last year in the Fanatic Lite series, which is a soft shell type material. And I'm going to come in here close so you can kind of see what this material looks like. Okay, and I'll kind of rub it against itself. As you can tell, it is extremely quiet. Okay, so it's perfect for the bow hunter out there. Not going to be any noise or anything like that. But it's that soft shell type material, which I like, because for early season you still have a lot of vegetation out there, briars, thorns and stuff like that, and this, the way it is stitched and sewn, if you look over it, it is a very durable and very strong type material, so it should be very resistant to burrs, tears and things like that, that a lot of us early season bow hunters will encounter out there in the woods. The inside of this bib is the gridlock, or they call it a gridlock fleece, but is this grid pattern fleece, and I'll come in here close so you can see that. All right, and that's what lines the inside, basically all the way down the legs and all in the torso area to give extra warmth. With the bibs, we also have suspenders that are integrated. Let me get these untangled here. These integrated suspenders that are very durable and strong. Okay, and they're that famous Sitka elastic type material that's kind of unique that they use, that works very well. So let's talk about the front of these bib. The front of the bib has a little slide pocket here that comes across a little, and I'll come in here close, a little sideways pocket for your smartphone there. Something that's cool about this bib is there is a kangaroo pocket to put your hands in. I really like that. So you can kind of put your hands together with no gloves, because this is intended for early season. I'll talk more about temperatures here in just a minute, but this is intended for early season. So a lot of times you may not be wearing gloves, or if you are, they're very thin, and so if your hands tend to get warm, or cold rather, or you just have fidgety hands and you're like, I got to do something to put them together to keep myself from moving. If you're kind of like that, and I can be like that sometimes where I won't move my hands, you put those hands together. If you keep coming down on these bibs, you have hand pockets as well on each side of the bib. Okay, so the really kind of separate these, let me hold this up so you can kind of see, you have a dual or a coming together hand pocket, and then you have individual hand pockets on each side. So I'll put my hand all the way through there so you can see the difference here. So you got my hand all the way through the, it's not a chest pocket, but the kangaroo pocket where you put your hands together, so to speak, and then you have your side pockets. Okay, and these side pockets, now you can certainly put your hands in there to keep them warm, but these side pockets are mainly intended for gear storage, because there are no other pockets on the side of like big cargo pockets as far as storage goes. Now there are some additional pockets. You do have this little drop down kind of, you can just slip something down into, which is nice. Pocket here, okay, that zips, and you can kind of slip something down in there if you want to. But on both sides, that's the only pockets you're going to see. All right, so you have this zip pocket here. You have your hand pocket, your individual hand pocket, and then you have the group, I guess, hand warmth pocket, and then you have your cell phone pocket, if you want to call it that. So you have several different pockets. Just put extra gear in, put a rangefinder in, put your release in if you have a handheld release. You can drop your grunt tube in there. If you got like a rattle bag or something, obviously not big antlers, but if you have some kind of rattling device, you can also put that in there as well. Something cool too about these bibs is coming about midway down, you have a zip, goes all the way to the leg, all right, and you can zip these legs right, and that's a two-way zipper. You have two zips here, so I'll come in here close so you can see that. All right, so you can kind of come at it from the top or the bottom, get your boots on and off, or if you have a nature calls type episode where you need to go to the restroom or something like that, you can easily get these bibs and slip them on and off. Okay, now this is the Fanatic Lite Bib. A lot of people ask me a lot. I get this question with almost all the clothing that we sell, but I get a lot with Sitka gear, is what do you think is the temperature range for this? Okay, now this is a soft shell type material. Sitka does not say or endorse that it is wind stopper or wind proof. Okay, the Stratus set and then the Fanatic set is what is known as the wind proof type garments. This is more of a breathable type garment. I would say probably the perfect blend would be take the Fanatic Lite, add the wind stopper, and you kind of drop your Stratus set. But the Stratus set offers that wind stopper with the light fleece, and then you have this, which is more breathable early season. Now you have to ask yourself, what temperatures do you hunt in, and what do you plan to use this gear for? I would say for me, the temperature range for this would be 50s and on down. Okay, this is how I kind of approach it. I would go with base layer or Equinox pants when it's 80 degrees on down. So you get in the 60s. When you get to 60 and start dipping into 50s, I'm a little cold nature. I would start thinking I'd probably be okay with my legs, but I start thinking Fanatic Lite jacket. Okay, and then I would transition over into the Fanatic jacket. Fanatic Lite Bib, I would say, would be a great, for North Carolina weather, would be a great pre-rut jacket and bib set for October. Depending on your temperature ranges, how cold or warm you may get in the stand. Some guys may be able to wear this down in the 40s, and I think it would be fine down in the 40s. You just need to layer properly with the base layers. I don't think you need any heavy insulation for 40 to 48 degrees or something like that. But the colder as temperatures go, you're going to need something a little more bulky with insulation. And then if you get some wind thrown into the mix, then you're going to need some different some shell to kind of block that wind off of you. Okay, so this is an intermediate type jacket. This would probably be you go-to jacket for guys that hunt southern regions where they're 90% of the time the temperatures are well above freezing. This would probably be a good set for them. For guys up north, this may be an early season type set. So that kind of gives you something to think about. If I'm not mistaken, the price tag on these run around $269, and that's shipped to your door. We do run specials all the time on Sitka gear. We do carry Sitka gear here in our shop, which is located in Winston-Salem. We're at 12201 North Carolina Highway 150. We're in the Food Line Shopping Center at the corner crossroads of Hickory Tree Road and Highway 150. And we carry Sitka here for you to look at. You can also look at Sitka on our website at www.beanoutdoors.com. There you can check out the whole lineup. You can email us at eric@beanoutdoors.com. You can call us at 336-564-2400. We run specials from time to time on Sitka gear, so please email us or call us if you have a question about Sitka gear, if you have questions about sizing what type of temperatures or what pieces you need, okay? We work with people to try to get you what you need. Instead of selling you a bunch of clothes, try to tailor-made and say, well, what temperatures are you hunting, when are you hunting, and try to get you just what you need instead of buying every piece they make, unless you got a fat checkbook. And so that's what Sitka's about, is kind of figuring out what you need and then wearing those garments for that. But we do run specials all the time, so please contact us about that. And if you have any questions about pricing or anything, feel free to contact us. We'll be back with more Sitka gear reviews in the future. We have some other new pieces from the open country lineup that we'll take a look at. But this is the Sitka Gear Fanatic Lite Bib, which will make a great choice for early rut hunting and early season hunting in a northern type environment, and will make a great rut and maybe even late season type apparel for guys in our southern states. Thanks for watching, and we'll have more Being Outdoor product reviews in the future.